Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's market update. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, 5:14 a.m. local time. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Let me start off by giving my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This is to be used for entertainment purposes only for your fantasy paper trading. All right, guys. So I just want to give you a quick update. Nothing's changed as far as my outlook of what I'm looking for that we spoke about yesterday. We spoke about coming up here and putting a lower high because we have in the small time frames, we had some bullish divergence. On the higher time frame, on the daily, we have bearish divergence. So we have to allow the TA and understanding the different time frames, what they're trying to tell us. This morning I woke up and the bull divergence on the lower time frames, guess what happened to them? They got stronger. They put in a higher high as a price action put another lower low. So it strengthened the resolve that this is still intact. So I'm not going to move this here to bring it here because nothing's changed from yesterday. So the lower time frames still calls for this move. However, just because the lower time frame is very bullish, it doesn't mean that we're going to go to all-time high because the daily time frame has a bear divergence. Now, we have to understand that we have to allow the price action to validate and invalidate. So my next step is this. I need to build another reason besides the bull divergence to get us into this lower high rule. Look at this. Look at this heat cluster right here at $70,900. And we have another one up here back to the all-time high. However, just because that is there doesn't mean it's going to go there. So those clusters, they're not gospel. All right. And so this is where your experience needs to kick in and your common sense needs to kick in as well. And you need to remove that bull or bear bias, because if you're a bull, what are you going to think? Oh, that's it. This cluster up there has to go up there. No, it doesn't have to do anything. So you have to kind of create a story that makes sense. All right. We have a cluster here and we have another one all the way up here at all-time high. We have a bull divergence. Okay, great. Let's go. No, hold on. But we have a bear divergence on the daily, which carries more weight than the lower time frames. So reason tells us the first cluster is the magnet to help get the price up there. There's a lot of liquidations, guys. There's 15 billion in a cumulative delta to get up here. So that makes sense. And then when you're here and you knock out that heat, you're right there by the lower high rule, 618. And could we go higher? Yeah. As long as we don't close above here on the daily time frame, we're fine. We are fine. However, it's less likely that's going to happen. But I'm prepared for that invalidation of the lower high. That's fine. But for right now, the story that I am looking for based on the data is that we go and put a lower high here. And the lower high is for the macro view, the daily view. And the lower time frames is giving me the setup for this move. Then I'm looking for this move here, which this should have changed. This should be a little bit higher because every day the 50 EMA does get a little bit higher. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at a little bit, not much, just a smidge right there. Perfect. Okay, so I just adjusted that and nothing here changes. The consolidation rule was respected. Did this turn into a consolidation rule? Let's see. Yep, it did. We consolidated. Do you see why I call it consolidation rule? Opposed to what? Opposed to the continuation rule. What do we normally see in a continuation rule? A bounce. A bounce. So, as a matter of fact, look, we had a bounce here. We put a continuation rule yesterday. Guess what? It invalidated. We put a lower low. Nothing changes. So for today, this is all I'm looking for. The continuation rule. I'm looking for a bounce in here, whether it's here or here. Once we hit that bounce, we put a higher high. Then we put a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, up into our target. Once our target is hit, don't know exactly if it's going to go there. It can go higher and go all the way up. It can put a wick and put a candle body close like a couple of weeks ago. Remember, we were looking at that on the daily time frame. That's exactly what it did. I think it was like a week and a half ago. Yeah, we can pull one of those. I really don't know. People think people think that I have the answers, and I'm often right. But I'm not right because I called it. That's what you need to understand. I didn't call nothing. All I do is that I allow the market to call it, and I take credit for it. I take the credit for it, but I didn't call it. The market did. The market told me where it was going to go if you listened. But you can't listen if you're screaming bull, 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 or if you're screaming bear, bear, bear. You can't hear the conversation that you have with the price action gets drowned out by your screaming and rooting for a team that doesn't love you. You love these teams, but they don't care about you. So what do? Stop screaming. Don't listen to anyone. Listen to the only one that really matters, and it's going to be the price action. So for today, let's see what happens. Today, I'm looking for this. I'm going to put a small path just to have as a leader, but ultimately, this is what I want to see, and I'm not changing from yesterday. The projection still stands. It's taking a little bit longer. Do you know why it's taking longer, guys? Because the market doesn't care what I want. The market doesn't care my timeline. The market's going to do whatever it wants to do. However, I do like the fact that it didn't listen to me because it strengthened. It made it stronger that we're going higher. So my plan's still there. But this is what I want to see. I want to see a bounce. We'll call it no lower than this. Okay. Then I want to see a move probably to about, you know what? Actually, let me do this. Give me 1 second. I get very accurate when I do these things. And again, not because of me, because this is what the market tells me that it likes to do. Okay, perfect. So that's my path. See how easy it is? See, I don't tell it where it's going to go. I let the market do that. Okay, so we'll put that there, and then more likely we're going to back test this here because this was strong, and then right into there. So this is what I'm looking for, and I'm going to put this in. I'm going to put this in yellow. Okay, I'm going to put this in yellow, and I'm going to allow that. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking. Hey, BC, what about elections? Yeah. What about them? What about them? I don't know about you guys, but I'm not smart enough to chart election craziness, whipsaws. I can't do it. So I apologize. I'm not that good. Let me know. Tag somebody who knows exactly what the volatility is going to be, how the volatility is going to be created, how it's going to be translated into the chart. I'm not that smart. So you know what I do? I ignore the data. I ignore all the noise and allow the charts to invalidate it. Could we get some whipsaw action from the elections? I'm expecting it. But what I cannot do is try to act like I'm smarter than the market and tell you where it's going to go. So right now, business as usual. Business as usual until it does happen. Then when the smoke clears and the wicks stop forming, if and when we get those, and wherever we settle, guess what we do? We start over. That's it. It's that simple. We start over. Okay, where did it actually catch support? Where did people step in and say, this is where I want to buy? And then we start the whole projection all over again. It's what we do as analysts. We don't worry about stuff that we cannot control. The only thing we can control is the data in front of us. And then projecting paths that's not in front of us, it's not done by what we think. It's done by what the market tells us it does. Looking left. All right, guys, everyone have a really good day. I'll update you guys, but nothing has changed as far as my projection down to the only thing that has changed is this. We're going to raise this up just a little bit. Okay. So now my new projection, my ultimate target is going to be 65,884 as of right now. This target will change depending on where the 50 EMA lands in 24 hours. In 24 hours, if it's a little bit lower, then we're going to lower this. If it's a little bit higher, we're going to higher it. And also, it is not, and I repeat, it is not going to happen to the dollar. It's going to be in that area, all right? In that 50 EMA area. I just want to see a tag. Could it go way deeper and put a wick and then candle body close on the 50 EMA? Yeah, guess what? It can do that. It can 100% do that. But as of right now, I'm looking for the DCT heat map as a magnet for the intraday move to allow the macro view to play out. This may take all week. This may take all week to finally play out here. Or because of elections, it might happen sooner. I have no control over that. So nor am I going to pretend I do. But for right now, I've got to put data on my chart. I got to create a plan. And guess what? My plans aren't always 100%. And this may be one of those times because of elections that it doesn't play out. But I still have to do my job. I can't just take the day off because elections are happening. It doesn't work that way when you're an analyst. All right, guys. Real quick, I'm closing my copy trading room very soon. So last time I did that, everyone waited to the last minute. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to onboard 63 people in one day like I did last month. I'm not doing that. All right. So if you want to get in, send me a DM. I'll give you the link. And basically, still get a lot of questions. What is copy trade? Copy trade is this. You're going to sign up for my Telegram channel. In my Telegram channel, there are step-by-step instructions of what you need to do. And it's really easy. You open an account with my referral link. You then select Bleeding Crypto, follow. That's it. And you fund your account. And then every trade that I take, your account automatically takes it. I enter a trade, it enters it. I exit, it exits. It does everything automatic. And guess what? You're not going to get rich quick. And guess what? You're not going to get 80% ROIs. Okay? Guess what? That's not realistic. That's not how a professional trader trades. A professional trader trades based on, I do not want to lose today. If the market is going to give me 3-4%, I'm taking it. Because all day long, the market gives me 3-4%. And all day long, I take it. And the beauty of it, guys, is that I can tell you this here. You listening can't really verify it, but guess what? I have hundreds of people who are following me on the copy trade. Do you think one of them would say, hey, this guy's a fucking liar. He doesn't take trades like that. You know why they can't say that? Because all of my moves are shown, are transparent, which is something that most Twitter people do not have. There's no transparency. So they can vouch for me that I take 15 to 25 trades a day. A fucking day. Are they massive home runs? Nope. 5%, 3%, 2%, 7%. Sometimes we get some nice 11, 12% but those are not every day, and those are not constant. But what are constant is a nice 3-5% getting stabbed every day, every day, every day. Do we have losses? Yeah, we got losses 1%, 0.5%, 2%. Yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day, I go to my position history and I add up all the wins. I add up all the losses and percentages, and yet every single day you have more positive, you're net positive every single day. And again, I couldn't say this out here if it wasn't true, because I have hundreds of people in my copy trade room that can say, it just takes one of them to say, hey, that's not true. Look, they can't do that. I don't need to bullshit, because I'll tell you right now, I'm a very conservative trader, but I'm a very consistent trader. And something that you won't get from probably anyone else, I do this 7 days a week. Why? Because I like fucking making money. And I have it down to a science. I don't have to be in front of my desk. I live my life. I'm out there living my life, taking trades like crazy because I have but I have a very good system that allows me to not have to, once I do my homework, once I do my trade setup, I don't have to be married to the chart. Everything is done almost automatic via alerts. Alert comes off and says BC. I don't type BC. The alert says buy now. I don't even look at the chart because I already did the homework on the trades I wanted to take. So when it says buy now, you buy now. And the reason I don't put limit buy orders, if you're wondering, is because if you ever have a very large portfolio, which is what I do when I have a copy trade, because all those orders reflect on whatever I do, and I put a buy order, guess what the market likes to do? They like to front run because they look at their orders and say, oh my God, we've got $1 million buy order worth of buy orders here. Let's just stop $10 before, or even more annoying. Let's stop 50 cents before, and then we'll pump. How do I know this? Because I've been doing this for 8 years as a trader. So I put alerts: buy now, automatic buy; sell now, automatic sell. I get to live my life. I get to hang out, do all that, make you money, make me money. It's a perfect marriage. It costs you $25 a month for that. So if you want passive income, if you're not expecting to get rich, let me know. Send me a DM, and I'll be more than happy to send you a link on where to sign up. But I am closing the room, and I will never open another one again. I cannot handle 3 rooms. 2 rooms, that's fine. But 3 rooms, I won't do that because 3 rooms will enslave me behind a desk, and I'm not going to get enslaved. I didn't get into this to be enslaved behind a desk. I came in here to crypto to improve the quality of my life, and I'm doing exactly that, improving the quality of my life. And I'm not going to go backwards in life because it doesn't matter how much money I make if I'm not living my life. What's the point? Everyone have a good day.